Welcome to this edition of ABI's Quick Bit video series. I'm Lisa Fox with ABI, here with Karen Miller, Executive Vice President for Manpower. And we are celebrating Manufacturing Month here in Iowa.
Yes.
And the governor signed a proclamation the first part of the month, and we're just going to continue this and end it on October 31st with our Manufacturing Environment Conference. So thank you for being here. We're going to talk a little bit more about manufacturing. Technology in manufacturing is changing at a rapid rate, and it's creating all kinds of new opportunities for workers, which is also creating all kinds of challenges for employers in finding them.
Absolutely.
So we're going to kind of go through some terms that were new to me, and I hear them all the time, and I'm glad to have a little guidance on what exactly they are. The first of those is cellular manufacturing. So manufacturing in cells. Can you talk a little bit about that and the talents that it requires?
Well, actually, cellular manufacturing or cell manufacturing, which people refer to it as, is really setting up a manufacturing floor, setting up pods, for lack of a better word, and a team of workers with a variety of skills to produce and manufacture specific products. So these individuals, they work together and they're experts in whatever it is that they're manufacturing and
getting, again, the need for problem solving and really understanding the full breadth.
Absolutely. So technology required to run and operate the machines, and again, yeah, they're troubleshooting as they go along to produce the product that they need to produce.
Fantastic. Okay, the other one that I hear all the time, and the need thereof, is CNC operators.
Yes, the CNC operators, the computerized numerical control operators. And really, what these individuals do is they program a machine to perform specific functions, and those functions could include, programming routers, drills, milling machines, so that a specific product can be produced or cut out.
Nice. Very cool. And again, manufacturing technologies are increasingly computer-based, require many of the skills to manage and operate as computers do. And that was according to 79% of the people that you surveyed in the study.
Mm-hmm.
So the other one is CAD. I think that CAD is another thing that folks are really struggling to find.
Sure, and that's computer-aided design. And typically, CAD was, that design piece was left to engineers to work on creating the design, but now actually that's been pushed a little bit more downstream to your technology workers.
Wow.
So that they're aware, they can do some programming. CAD will feed oftentimes into the CNC machine,
sure.
And then have an individual who's programming the machine and creating the output.
Wow. All right, another statistic that I could not get over. I was reading in your survey that General Motors vehicles now have as many as 10 million lines of software codes embedded in them. Crazy town. And so they're calling that big data.
Yeah.
What is big data, and how do I find people
who
work with it?
Who understand? Big data is really data that's too large and coming from too many different sources to be managed in conventional methods. So for example, think about the cars that drive themselves. GM is working on the car that backs itself up, or Ford has the car. You have to have code and information behind that in order to cause that to happen. Or Mercedes has the braking vehicle. So with the sensors, so you've got all this data from multiple sources coming in and feeding the brain of the car. Somebody needs to understand how to fix those problems. Typically, big data is left to the scientists to figure out, but you know what? We need service technicians who can troubleshoot and fix and repair whatever those issues might be. So when you think about your garage mechanic, or my brother used to love to wrench in the garage all the time and fix the vehicles and work on the engines, now he has to send it to the dealership in order to work and fix on his car, because he doesn't have the systems to do the analysis that he used to be able to.
Well, in some ways, what we're talking about is great and inspiring and wonderful, but in some ways it's very scary. Because I know it's a challenge to keep people in the workforce, and I know that Manpower does a great job. I encourage you, take a look at these white papers that are attached to the Quick Bit videos, analyze them, because it really is a great finger on the pulse of the future of manufacturing. So please take a look at those. And thank you, Karen, for being here and really helping the manufacturing world here in Iowa.
Happy to do that. Thanks.